Alright guys, I kid you not, I'm still uploading my first video here, which you guys will see in a moment, and the full Crossout patch drop. So the new Sky update is what they're calling it. And we're just gonna go over here what the difference are between the official patch notes and this preview patch notes. Fun times there. So the first thing here is the adventure changes. So musical a companion for the mode of first duration. So they're adding background music for adventure, improving some cutscenes, research pickup rate from trash heaps. When a group task fails, you will still get a portion of the reward. There are some collision model changes. The prime research low tower durability effects improved, and price of water damage effects improved. Added tunnels to the location map and radar, so underground areas are now on the map basically shown. And lack of sound water tower bug, another bug. Okay, brawls. Completing the minimalist and leaving storm running better pays you the part to reward. That's now added. Battle Royale. They added the Nidhogg Fidget and Imp to the Battle Royale mode. And fix a bug there. Change the player marker on the map. And now when joining a raid after countdown is ended during the battle, the player's armored vehicle is invulnerable for 3 seconds. Then we have the new lighting changes that we are mentioned. Now the appearance kits. I looked them up and I was like, oh, this is what the Hinderigami will probably be like $5 or something. But I kid you not, guys. The Hinderigami is 20 euros. 20 euros. And the Spectre one was I think $6. Then for the common it was $2 and then $4 for these two. But $20? Jeez. $10 was like ouch already, but 20. So I'm gonna take my word back what I said in the first video. From like I don't think a lot of people buy this at all. Just $20. You can buy yourself a whole pack for it. Like actual the pack with the bar cabin, like the tusk cabin. Like would you rather have that or one piece of customization? Come on guys. That's painful. And these can only be bought from January 31st to February 28th. And these are all the same. These are all the same. These are all the same. Shield Championship is back. This is another picture. This one actually does have the same arena looking here. Reminding you of the win condition. You can pause it here. We all know how this one already works, so I'm just gonna go over down here. Reduce dependence of armor core restoration on decrease in mass in the car. So having a heavier build should slow you down less. And there are some added welding points for the steel mohawk part. That is the actually it's not on here. It's on the other patch note one. Uh, that's the one with the spikes basically and the decker part. And the ghost cabin as expected, one from 1% to 1.5%. Favorite power increases given here, but they're also reducing the power score from 1800 to 1500, and that was actually also in the dev server. And I thought that was actually since they didn't mention it in the other patch notes, I thought that they decided to not do this because it would be a double buff, but apparently they're double buffing it anyways. And I got a favorite. This is like, well, I got a feeling that this favorite is gonna be really strong now because the reduction in power score is actually gonna be relevant occasionally. And also, please, Targum Gaijin, stop overly buffing stuff like this. You did it with the sidekicks, and you know how bad that became. Let's add 100 damage to the little drone. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, Decker Container. Yep, they're adding more. Oh my god, half of a twin tire. I like it so much. Small spare, single spares. I think that's that one gonna be. Spiked spare, twin spare is gonna be that one then. Military spare is the ABC wheel, and then the big spare is gonna be that wheel. I'm really happy with all of these. Um, like the spiked one, if you want to make like a Mad Max spiked vehicle, this is gonna be an excellent spare wheel to put in there, and like steel mohawk and all the little spike plates, as you can see. Actually, you can see on this one up here, like the spike front parts, and then like the spiked wheels, and then the mohawk, etc. And now you also have the right spare wheel for it. It's really nice. This one is gonna be really funky because it's pretty tall, and that one and the large wheel are, I think, possible contenders for new Decker armor, and because they're just simply so large, and they are pretty interesting actually. They're all only rare, so that's actually pretty good, and this one is actually common, so they shouldn't be too expensive to get. Now we're adding interface changes, new options to the graphic setting, a depth resolution mode. Start. The experimental feature for a different resolution rendering, depending on the load to meet the frame rate. So basically, if you have a more intense rendering point, so let's say you go and join the Battle Royale mode, since it's a bigger map, you have to render more, then they will reduce the resolution to try to keep your FPS at the specified target that you gave them. Particle density, change number of particles for explosions, smoke, shots, and other things. So decrease it will improve game performance. Dynamic lighting. So this is with all the new lighting change. By decreasing this value, it will improve game performances. So like some people were worried you couldn't turn this off, but you can turn it off normally. Edge option: enable general chat in battle. This is actually something people have been asked about a lot. So why do I disconnect from the general chat while I'm in battle? And I will actually be be enabling this thing. And when the chat channel is disabled overall, the option will also automatically become inactive. That's also good. The look of battle to garage buttons have been changed. And subtypes radiator and cooling. A cooler in the description of radiators and coolers. They were all radiators, I think. And so I think that difference is nice because they actually used to be called radiator, cooler, etc. But now they actually gave them names. So Tamir, what it was, I think, and then chill, breeze, etc. So I think these in the descriptions is actually needed because otherwise you couldn't differentiate them as a new player. Now there's also improved interface for viewing factions, and you could see that actually on my live stream, which was pretty interesting how it like how the new look was. But once you actually clicked on one of the factions, you would go back to the old interface. And a repeated selection of sorting by popularity market orders part in ascending order of their popularity. Improved portrait selection interface. All right. Oh, there's actually a change that I forgot to mention that I actually saw in the test server. Change the appearance of the engine hardcore and the appearance of the fuel barrel module as well. Improve smoke effects, improve sounds, riding of various surfaces. Now in build mode, all installed parts cast shadows. That's also pretty cool, so I have more shadows play there. Add new blueprints for the auto assembly feature. So this here is actually something I'm like, wait, adding new blueprints to the future so it does not pull from the exhibition? That's kind of sad. I was hoping that it actually did take them off the exhibition, but apparently not. Because like if they have to add blueprints from there, like why then? That's a really weird patch line because if they made all of those builds, there are some really horrible ones in between there. So like, did they make those on purpose, or are they like having to approve builds from the exhibition or something because there might be builds that are like not appropriate or whatever? I don't even know. Anyway, fracture precision is changed a bit. The sound of repairing the turret for frontier percent has been added. Improved animation for recoils of Scorpion, Fidget, and Imp. Different sound for the repair. Then there were a whole lot of bug fixes, and I'm not gonna go and like go and say all of these because you guys can just pause the video right now and read it. So there are actually quite a bit of extra stuff here that they did not mention in the earlier patch notes. So that's why I'm actually making this video here to correct myself on my old video, which is actually now actually live. And I'll be actually posting the links to the old video and the new video both in the descriptions of these videos. That said, please do all of the YouTube stuff. So subscribe, and if you want to see more of me, click the bell, like the video, share it. It really helps out the channel. You guys really have no idea how much we content creators are dependent on you guys sharing and liking videos. It's really just sad how the quality YouTube algorithm is. That's it. I'll just see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.